Today I will be telling you an old Vietnamese folktale called the Magic Crossbow. Come join me. Hi everyone, my name is Heidi. I'm a Malaysian author and welcome back. Last week I told you a story about a talking magical object, a talking knife in the story of the biggest basket in the world. This week we are going to look at another magical object. Yes, I found another story about a magical object, and this time it's a story from Vietnam. Now, this story can probably be classified as a legend because it is based on historical facts, but it also contains some mythical and fantastical qualities. But before I start, I just want to apologize in advance for my very bad pronunciation of Vietnamese names of people and places. I'm very sorry. I don't know how to pronounce these names. Please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. So sit back, relax, chill while I tell you the tale of the magic crossbow, or it's also known as the story of TRONG, THUY, and CHAU. Once there was a great king called King Anthem, who established a powerful new kingdom called Au Lac. In order to keep his kingdom safe, he decided to build a fortress, a citadel around his city. But for some reason, every time the men built walls, put up walls, these walls would crumble overnight. It was believed that a group of spirits from the descendants of the previous kingdom were out to seek revenge. So every time a wall came up, they would destroy it to stop the king from building this citadel. The evil spirits were led by a 1,000-year-old white chicken who was perched on top of a mountain called Mount Tam Dao. The king decided to burn incense, give offerings, and pray to the god. And in reply, the god sent the king a golden magical turtle who had the power to subdue this 1,000-year-old white chicken who was perched on top of the mountain. Now, as soon as the magical turtle was in the city of Au Lac, the king found that the walls did not crumble and they were able to finish the building of the citadel. The magic turtle was summoned back to the gods, but as a token to the king, the magic turtle gave one of his claws to the king and instructed the king to use it as a trigger for his royal crossbow. This will keep your kingdom safe from invaders. With the help of this magical weapon, the king became a powerful ruler and he was able to repel many attacks. In fact, the magic turtle claw and the crossbow was able to kill hundreds of soldiers in a single shot. Now, at the same time, a Chinese warlord by the name of THUY had tried to take over the kingdom of Au Lac for many years but failed, until finally he decided he had to try a new tactic. He suspected that the king had a secret and decided he would try to negotiate peace. So he sent his son to spy on the king. His son's name is THUY, and he went to the king's court to ask for the hand of Princess CHAU, who is the daughter of the king of Au Lac. So the two were wed, and even though their families were mortal enemies, by some miracle, they actually fell in love with each other. They grew to care for one another. And one night, THUY convinced his new wife to reveal the secret of her father's success. That night, she showed him the magic turtle claw. She said, "This is the secret to my father's power." THUY secretly replaced the magic turtle claw with a fake turtle claw, and he made an excuse to the king. He said he had to go back home to talk to his father. But before he left, he promised his wife that if war broke out, he would come back to find her. And she told him that she would leave a trail of goose feathers from her blanket for him to follow and to find her. As soon as the Chinese warlord THUY had the magic claw, he gathered his great army to attack the kingdom of Au Lac. Although the king was disappointed, he faced his enemy quite calmly, knowing that he had the magic turtle claw and that he could defeat his enemy. When the enemy appeared at his great fortress, the king took his magic crossbow, fired a single shot, but nothing happened. Usually when he fires the magic crossbow, hundreds and thousands of soldiers would just die. It was then that he realized that his magic turtle claw was gone, that this was a fake turtle claw. So the king fled the city with his army and his daughter trailing behind him. As promised, she took her blanket and she began to leave a trail of goose feathers so that her husband could find her. When this royal party reached the shore, they found that there were no boats to take them abroad. And so once again, the king prayed to the gods. And soon the magic turtle appeared. The magic turtle said to the king, "I can help you, but first you must destroy your enemy." And then the magic turtle said to the king, "The enemy is right behind you." Confused, the king turned around, but all he saw was his daughter, CHAU, with her blanket of goose feathers, leaving a trail of goose feathers for their enemies to find them. Feeling furious, the king realized that his daughter had betrayed her. He drew his sword and he struck her, killing her on the spot. Meanwhile, THUY followed the trail of goose feathers to the shore. And when he got there, he was shocked to find his wife lying in a pool of blood. The blood flowed into the ocean and was swallowed by the oysters, transforming them into pearls. Feeling distraught and guilty, THUY took his life and drowned himself so that he may be reunited with his wife. The end. This tale is also known as an old Vietnamese tale of THUY and CHAU. This Vietnamese folktale is considered to be a heroic story and is based on true events which happened during the 3rd century BC. So King An Vong established the capital of Au Lac, where a fortified citadel known as Au Lac was constructed. This spiral-shaped complex or fortress was built around the capital city and is situated about 20 kilometers north of Hanoi. It still stands today and is one of the places that I really want to visit. This site is the source of various relics from the Dong Son culture in the Bronze Age, and it was the first political center of the Vietnamese civilization, has one of the largest prehistoric settlement sites in Southeast Asia. According to the legend, the citadel had 9 walls and is surrounded by deep moats, which enabled boats to move freely around the fortress. Today, only 3 of these walls remain intact. Now, the events surrounding the construction of the spiral-shaped citadel and the tragic love story between THUY and CHAU has become a legend to the people of Vietnam. In addition, King An Vong was also said to have commissioned a famous Vietnamese weaponry expert to construct a crossbow, and he named it Saintly Crossbow of the supernaturally luminous golden claw. What a fantastic name, right? According to historians, the trigger mechanism for the crossbow was capable of withstanding high pressure and of releasing an arrow with more force than any other type of bow. So what did you think of that story? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please do leave a comment below. If you like this video and my other videos, please do like and subscribe to my channel. Please support me in my mission to get these Nusantara fairy tales out there. Thanks for watching. Don't go just yet. Check out my other video on magical objects in episode 25, which is the biggest basket in the world. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.